Welcome everyone to the SA51B League Daily Recap for January 13, 2023, brought to you by the good folks at Bulova and IS Fans Productions. In Milwaukee today, playing on grass, Mbappe lost the first game to Brave Brew Crew in a squeaker by a score of 3-2. Winning pitcher was Potter, who pitched a complete game. Losing pitcher was Grimes. The second game in Milwaukee today between Mbappe and Brave Brew Crew under not applicable skies, before a large crowd of 38,953, was a walk-off victory for the home squad when Sprague lined a double to left center. A. Oliver scored. Winning pitcher was Frisella. Losing pitcher was Lanier, who threw a complete game despite taking the loss. In today's third game at American Family Field under cover, Ray Brown pitched a complete game for Mbappe to give his team a 5-1 victory over Brave Brew Crew. Losing pitcher was Bender. In Boston, playing on grass, Corvette Cruisers lost the first game to basement relegation by a score of 6-1. Carl pitched a complete game for the win. Losing pitcher was Wilcox. The second game in Boston today between the Cruisers and the relegation under sunny skies, before a large crowd of 36,619, was a walk-off victory for the home squad when Beals Becker grounded a single between first and second. Campaneris scored. Winning pitcher was McGaffigan. Losing pitcher was Wilson. In today's third game at Braves Field in Boston before a nice crowd of 32,361 under sunny skies, Howard Emke pitched a complete game for the home squad to give basement relegation a 14-1 victory over Corvette Cruisers. Losing pitcher was Tavares. In New York today, playing on grass, Bada Bing were shut out in the first game to Woodcliff Lakers by a score of 5-0. Winning pitcher was Guidry, who pitched a complete game. Losing pitcher was Willis. Bada Bing lost the third game to Woodcliff Lakers by a score of 9-7. Winning pitcher was Bonham. Losing pitcher was Eldred. In Houston today, playing on artificial turf, Stonewall Legion 7 won the first game over Ventnor Viceroys in a marathon 17-inning game that took 3 hours and 45 minutes by a score of 1-0. Winning pitcher was Sosa. Losing pitcher was Fisher. The only scoring came when Rose grounded a single between first and second, went to second as Keane grounded out to first, T.I. third when Chet Lemon flied out to left, and scored when Fisher threw a wild pitch. Stonewall Legion 7 lost the last game to Ventnor Viceroys by a score of 5-2. Winning pitcher was Billingham. Losing pitcher was McDowell. In Pittsburgh today, playing on grass, Rockport Rock Chucks lost the first game to Midlands Meatballs by a score of 5-2. Winning pitcher was Traxel. Losing pitcher was Crandall. In the second game today at Forbes Field under sunny skies, Rockport Rock Chucks won the middle game over Midlands Meatballs by a score of 12-7 despite being out-hit 15-13. Midlands Meatballs grounded into 5 double plays against Rockport Rock Chucks. Winning pitcher was Mitchell. Losing pitcher was Keeley. Rockport Rock Chucks won the third game over Midlands Meatballs in a slugfest by a score of 11-7. Winning pitcher was Mullane. Losing pitcher was Keeley. In Boston today, playing on grass, Briggs Bombers won the first game over Spiro Stingers by a score of 6-3. Winning pitcher was Hampton. Losing pitcher was Allen. Briggs Bombers were swamped in the second game by Spiro Stingers by the score of 11-1. Winning pitcher was Zito. Losing pitcher was Kaufman. Briggs Bombers were beaten in the third game by Spiro Stingers by a score of 5-1. Winning pitcher was O'Neill. Losing pitcher was Lowry. SA51B League Day's best performers were Colbert. Nate had the best RC performance today for Rockport Rock Chucks in today's third game at Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. He created 3.0 runs on 2 hits, including 2 home runs, and Howard Emke, who had the best game score today for basement relegation. He scored 83. Here are the current standings. In the East Division, Spiro Stingers has a record of 20-16 and has a lead over Corvette Cruisers, who has a record of 18-18. Stonewall Legion 7 has a record of 16-20. Brave Brew Crew has a record of 15-21. In the Central Division, Bada Bing has a record of 20-16 and has a lead over Mbappe, who has a record of 20-16. Ventnor Viceroys has a record of 17-19. Midlands Meatballs has a record of 16-20. In the West Division, Briggs Bombers has a record of 23-13 and has a lead over Rockport Rock Chucks, who has a record of 18 and 18. Basement relegation has a record of 17 and 19. Woodcliff Lakers has a record of 16 and 20. Here is your SA51B League Injuries Report. For Corvette Cruisers: Kennedy, Joe, out for 15 more days, 13 more games. For Woodcliff Lakers: Ojeda, Bob, out for 3 more days, 2 more games. Here are the current batting leaders. The home run leader is Gibson, Josh from CC, who has 14. The top run scorer is Appling, Luke from CC, who has 31. The top RBI producer is Gibson, Josh from CC, who has 43. The highest batting average belongs to Suzuki, Ichiro from Big, who has .383. The stolen base leader is Nixon, Otis from WCL, who has 14. The most game-winning RBIs is from McGuire, Mark from BB, who has 7. The longest current hit streak belongs to Suzuki, Ichiro from Big, who has hit in 8 straight. Here are the current pitching leaders. The ERA leader is Langston, Mark from BB at 1.59. The top game winner is Langston, Mark from BB, who has 6. The strikeout leader is Ryan, Nolan from VV, who has 60. The highest number of complete games belongs to Ryan, Nolan from VV, who has 4. Gomez, lefty from SL7, has the most innings pitched at 68.0. The saves leader is Campbell, Bill from SPE, who has 11. Here is tomorrow's schedule. Stonewall Legion 7 is in Pittsburgh to face Midlands Meatballs in Forbes Field, 1959–1963. Ventnor Viceroys is at Woodcliff Lakers in Yankee Stadium, 2004–2008, in New York. Mbappe is at Rockport Rock Chucks in Petco Park, 2017–2021, in San Diego. Brave Brew Crew is at Corvette Cruisers in Fenway Park, 1946–1950, Boston. In Boston, basement relegation is at Spiro Stingers in Fenway Park, 1914–1918. Bada Bing is at Brave Brew Crew in American Family Field, 2017–2021, in Milwaukee. Thanks for listening to today's game. For the best classic fantasy baseball game on the market, visit imaginesports.com. Good night all and God bless.
The Whiz Kids had won it, Bobby Thompson had done it, and Yogi read the comics all the while. Rock and roll was being born, marijuana we would scorn. So down on the corner the national pastime went on trial. We're talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Nuke. They knew 'em all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey